Now look, I know you saw the thumbnail and I know what you're thinking. Oh, how dare you insult Tom Holland's Spider-Man portrayal. He was the best Spider-Man. He is the best Spider-Man. First of all, I'm not a hater. For one, Spider-Man is still one of my favorite Marvel characters of all time. Second of all, I love Peter Parker as Spider-Man. No homo. He's one of, again, the best versions of Spider-Man. And I will say this, the MCU has been top notch when it comes to casting their actors. Like, I feel like they know exactly how to cast a character and they look exactly like the comic book character. Like, I'll give you that. I will give you that. But in appearances alone, that's where the freaking comparison to Spider-Man ends. Like, you might as well call him Iron Lad Jr. 2.0. And I know this argument has been beaten deader than Tony Stark, but anyway, all I'm saying is look at the facts here. They basically turned Peter Parker into Miles Morales, a bumbling, stumbling idiot who needs other superheroes to carry his all the way back to safety. And it's freaking laughable because in the comic books and even in the animated series, bro, Peter Parker and Spider-Man are two vastly different characters. You want to know why no one ever thinks, is Peter Parker Spider-Man? It isn't because, it's the mask, dummy. Obviously, the mask hides his whole body and he has a full body suit on. No, it's because the character acts so different from each other that it's insane that anyone would even dream of comparing these two characters. And that's why people never notice the voice is so obviously Peter Parker. This man, when he puts that mask on, he is a confident, literal superhero. He gets the job done and he takes it serious. He's not tripping over himself like a freaking circus clown every freaking time he's on screen. Like, seriously, Tom Holland's Spider-Man portrayal has no confidence in his own abilities. He always falls back on Mr. Stark's technology or Mr. Stark himself, or just waits for the other Avengers to come save the day. And then is surprised when he has to handle his own situations by himself. It's freaking hilarious how people don't see it. And also, I will say this right now, the Iron Spider suit that's coming out now is amazing. Ha! See what I did there? Amazing. I don't know why people like that old, dirty looking Iron Spider suit from Infinity War and freaking Endgame. It was trash. Like, bro, I like the more comic book accurate Spider-Man suit. Like I said, Marvel is so good at what they do when they actually take the time to care. Bro, I don't understand it. Like, people are hyping up Tom Holland since his debut in Civil War, and I will give you that. I freaking had a whole web shooter malfunction in my pants. Pause. In 2016 when I first saw the trailer and when I saw the movie. If anything, I kept rewinding it constantly because of Spider-Man. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, but at the same time, I'm not gonna deny this kid. Bro, keep in mind, Tom Holland is 25 years old, and he has to continuously act like a bumbling fool for who knows how many more years. Like, seriously, bro, like, if you don't let this kid grow up already, Marvel, like, seriously. See, I will give y'all this, bro. See, Sony, you can say whatever you want about their Spider-Man movies, but they weren't afraid to treat Spider-Man like a freaking adult, and they weren't afraid to treat their audience like adults. But nowadays, everything is so pandered to children, it's ridiculous, even though they still give us shirtless scenes in movies for some reason. Like, all I'm saying is, if you want me to invest in this Spider-Man, bro, then actually respect the character, because they're not respecting Spider-Man in the slightest, bro. They're literally giving him the personality of Miles, and if they was gonna do that, they should have just did Miles. In fact, it would have been more interesting if they skipped Peter Parker and went straight to Miles, because it would have given us more credence and given him his own solo movies, so we can actually dive into the fact that where is Peter Parker? You know, it would have made sense, and it would have been a very interesting and compelling story, and gave us a little flashbacks of this Tom Holland, you know, before he died, maybe fighting Goblin or something. It would have been awesome. But instead, you decide to just take the most annoying aspects of Miles and slap it onto Peter Parker's face and call it a whole decade, literally. Like, I don't understand why y'all thought that this was gonna be a good move. Marvel, what are you doing with Peter Parker? Like, dude, he's not Iron Lad, he's Spider-Man, the epitome of a superhero. Again, when he puts that mask on, he's a hero. He isn't a kid. Like, there's a difference, dude. That's why everyone thinks of Spider-Man as Spider-Man. That's why his villains literally call him Spider-Man. They don't call him Kid every 5 seconds when he's on screen. Like, seriously, bro. I don't understand why people are so surprised of the fact that some people don't like Spider-Man. Other people are just so afraid to admit that, hey, this Spider-Man's kind of trash. But that's why I'm here, to shed some light on this laughable portrayal of a once great character to see on screen. Tobey Maguire, they took it serious. Freaking Andrew Garfield took him hella serious, and I was here for it. But this is a disgrace. This is a disgrace to the source material. God dang it. And then there's no, bro, come on, man. There's no supporting characters. There's no Harry Osborn. They literally made him freaking Miles Morales, but white. Say I'm lying. They basically took Miles' best friend and everything, instead of just giving him Harry Osborn, or better yet, an actual Flash Thompson. Like, seriously, I'm supposed to be on board with that version of Eugene being Agent Venom one day. No. Marvel, shame on you. Anyways, that's the end of this little rant video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you want to dislike it, go ahead. Also, people, be careful in the comments, because YouTube is automatically getting rid of any comments that are even a little bit offensive. Like, I've been seeing y'all comments, bro, and I want to add those to my shout outs, but YouTube is kind of, you know, females right now. They're kind of being a bunch of feminine B words, so I don't know what to do about that. So please keep the comments to a decent level of respectable, at least for YouTube standards. You know, I don't care. I like the out of pocket stuff, but YouTube doesn't. So yeah, anyways, shout outs on the screen now, and yeah, see y'all guys in the next video.